Local lore paints the Veterans Memorial Auditorium as one of Fresno's most haunted places. And it's not just ghost hunters saying that. Hollywood also felt it too.
One Reddit user said they've heard of a phantom stagehand roaming backstage and hearing footsteps, while another Reddit user said the basement and backstage area creep me out.
Hi, my Witchies. Welcome to the Witch Talk Tales podcast. I'm your host, my Witch, and we have a guest, Dee from Tell a Scary Story.
Hi, it's me, Dee. Missed you guys.
Now, we are here at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium, where it was said to be haunted. We're going to be telling its history, haunted stories, and, a little other fun facts that we just found out. Well, it was built in 1936, and then the movie The Gallows actually some of the scene was actually filmed here. The cast members even claimed that they've had their own personal experience. So before we get into the podcast, viewers' discretion and audio discretion is advised. Everything we talk about is just pure speculation from the research that we've done also, and we do not promote any activity, and we do not claim that this place is haunted. But with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the podcast. Downtown Fresno, a grand Art Deco auditorium stands like a silent sentinel. Built in 1936, once the cultural heartbeat of the city. Thousands of people have filled its seats, politicians, musicians, students, crossing the stage at graduation. But when the lights go out, something else lingers here. Shadow figures in the balcony, whispers from backstage, props that move on their own. And when Hollywood came to film The Gallows here in 2015, even the actors said the building felt alive. And not in a good way. The Fresno Memorial Auditorium, later renamed the Veterans Memorial Auditorium, was completed in 1936, right in the middle of the Great Depression. It was Fresno's crown jewel of culture. Art Deco murals by Anthony Hansenbergen, a sweeping grand foyer with a ceiling near 26 feet high, and a stage loft towering over 60 feet. For 3 decades, it hosted everything: Broadway shows, operas, ballet, political convention, even the 1956 California Democratic Convention. If you grew up in Fresno in the 40s, 50s, or even 60s, this was where you went for the big moments. But as the new convention center opened in 1966, the auditorium began to fade into the shadows. Part of it was converted into a smaller 500-seat theater. Offices and rehearsal spaces filled the rest. Still, the building remained, its halls echoing with memories, and some say with spirits. Now that we got the history out of the way, let's talk about the hauntings of Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Local lore paints the Veterans Memorial Auditorium as one of Fresno's most haunted places. And it's not just ghost hunters saying that. Hollywood also felt it too. Backstage, actors and crew whispers about cold spots and sensation of being watched. Dressing rooms where people swear they've heard laughter, or a soft knock when no one was around.
While investigating the auditorium, Weird Fresno, content creator Michael Banty said he heard children's laughter in a place where costumes are kept. His website shares tales of strange and paranormal sightings in the Fresno area and the greater San Joaquin Valley. One Reddit user said they've heard of a phantom stagehand roaming backstage and hearing footsteps, while another Reddit user said the basement and backstage area creep me out. It's like pitch black behind the stage, and I feel like I'm being watched, said the poster, who works at the auditorium. Worst part of the job, I would say. been here in Fresno and I have not
No.
heard of this place.
Actually, I have. This is pretty much the Veterans Memorial.
Uh-huh.
And this place, they do a lot of plays here.
Okay.
So I did help with a few things in the play.
Oh, so you've had experience here before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a friend, a really close friend, who will help during the plays, the children's plays.
Yeah.
And he will work on the lighting part. So I will sometimes go and help him and do the spotlight on the people. Yeah.
I mean, since you've worked here before, have you experienced anything, or like, have you felt anything like cold breezes, goosebumps?
Like I say, it is a little creepy when you go up. So when you go up, that's where we do the room, and that room is like all dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's scary.
And then close to that room is also where all the lights that shine on the people. Well, people will go up there to move that thing around, but it's like I said, it's very dark.
Yeah.
And it's creepy, very creepy. So I did feel like maybe I sensed something, but I wasn't sure about it back then. But I do remember one time I had to help my friend move the lights around. And then he had to leave for a bit because they called him to do something. And while I was doing that,
Yeah.
so I was by myself, and I felt like there was somebody like behind me.
Ooh.
And then when I turned around, I didn't see anybody.
Did you have the hairs on your back? Like the back of your neck come
I
up?
did feel like goosebumps. But like I said, I didn't really think much of it back then. I was like, okay.
What do you think about it now?
I mean, I guess you could say that's an experience I seen.
The balcony is another hot spot. Ushers claim to see figures sitting in the seats after everyone had gone. Shadow outlines that vanish the moment you look twice. And then there's the basement and understage areas. Cramped, dark with strange acoustics. More than one person had said they refused to go down alone, especially after hearing muffled voices echoing from below. So was it the echoes, imagination, or something else? No one can quite explain why so many people have the same uneasy experiences. The Gallows Connection. In 2015, Fresno filmmakers Travis Clough and Chris Loffing chose this very building as a central location for the horror film, The Gallows. The movie tells the story of a cursed school play and what happens when the past refuses to stay buried. And though the story was fiction, filming here gave it a terrifying realism. Cast members reported hearing whispers. One actor swore he heard his own name spoken softly in the dark. On a playback, microphones even caught what sounded like a whisper that no one could recall saying. After the movie's release, the auditorium doubled down on its haunted reputation. That October, it transformed into the Nightmare Theater, a haunted house attraction built inside the same walls, using props straight from the film. Visitors walked the same backstage corridors, sat in the same seats, and many swore they left with more chills than they bargained for. The filmmakers themselves admitted this place didn't need much set design. It was already haunted. While we're on the subject of stage hauntings, there's a local Fresno story that sometimes gets tangled up with the 2015 horror film, The Gallows. Back in 1960, a Roosevelt High School student named Leslie Chambers collapsed and died on stage during a performance. His death linked a congenital heart condition. Over time, students began to whisper that his ghost still lingers in the auditorium. Strange noises, missing props, little pranks in the shadows all became part of Fresno's urban legends. Now in The Gallows, the setup sounds eerie familiar. A student dies during a school play, and years later, the stage is cursed by his presence. And here's the kicker. Parts of the movie were filmed in Fresno, right where Leslie Chambers' story is best known. But officially, there's no evidence the filmmakers ever based the story on Leslie Chambers. In the film, it's a stage prop accident. In real life, it was a tragic heart failure. The parallels are chilling, but they may be just coincidence, or maybe a local legend spread seeped into the film's DNA. In fact, the theater students even claim that when performing on stage, you have to do a roll call. Some say you have to call out Leslie Chambers to see if he's present. Others claim that there was even a roster with the name Leslie Chambers written on it, just in case he doesn't cause havoc or wreck the show. So what is happening here? Some say it's just old architecture, creaks, drafts, the way sound bounces off high ceilings. Your mind fills in the rest. But others insisted there's something more. That building absorbs energy, that decades of performance, memories, even unspoken tragedy leave an imprint. And in the case of Fresno Veterans Memorial Auditorium, maybe the curtain never truly closes. Well, that is it, my witches and norms. You've heard about its history. You've heard about its haunted stories. Now tell us what you think about this place. Do you believe that the Fresno Veterans Memorial Auditorium is allegedly haunted? And thank you, Dee, for being here.
Thank you so much.
What do you think about this place after you've heard and seen everything?
I've never really come across this place, and just hearing and reading those stories gave me goosebumps.
I feel like there's so many haunted places in Fresno that we haven't discovered, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, blessed be everyone, and I'll see you next week on the Witch Talk Tales podcast. Again, thank you, Dee.
Thank you so much.
Blessed be everyone. Bye.
Bye.